Hey, this your boy Clarence in the building. You looking at TC 2000 as the trading software. I got Tesla on the big board. Secret sauce slid out the way. Intraday daily chart, not necessarily needed. I want to bring to you one of the simplest things, the simplest strategies that you can use to position yourself to make money in the stock market by trading vice versus just investing. Um, Now, by trading, trading is really where it is at. I would tell you to do a tad bit of both, but learning how to trade stocks is where you get into the exponential growth potential. Just buying, you're just buying. That's like buying Walmart. Then your gains are tinged or they depend on what Walmart is doing, right? Or what Tesla is doing, being them looking at Tesla as an example. Now, typically, what you want to do, if you're just getting into basics, um, you want to identify support or resistance. So I'm going to do that for you here. I'm going to click on my line, and I see that whatever this area right here is, this has held as resistance around 374. You know what? I'm going to push that up a little bit. Let's go 380, right? And that's resistance. So I like my resistance lines to be red, just like a traffic signal. For some reason, the stock's price has risen up to that level and it has stopped, like a stop sign or a stop light. It fell again, rose up to this level, stopped, right? So I just, color those areas red. And then I identify a level where it based out, bottomed out, or found what is known as support. And the reason why I'm bringing this to you is because this is the absolute basics when it comes to trading stocks. And just being able to identify this, man, alone can be a winning strategy, a strategy that you can use to make money in the stock market. Now, you need a few things. Now, looking at Tesla right now, I'm gonna tell you that Tesla is range bound between this 275 area and this 380 area. It's a range bound stock. It's ping ponging, just going ding, 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 up and down between these two levels, between these two areas, between the resistance and the support. Now, what makes resistance and support important is the ownership of the level or what the market is saying at that level. In this case for Tesla, let's look back in time a little bit because I got another level already written in. I do a little bit of homework, but this level ain't in play no more. So I'm gonna go ahead and make it white. Now, the important thing is that this is a pattern. This is a trend for Tesla. Tesla's range bound. This is going back to 2014, early or late 2013. And what's important about these levels, I'm gonna go back to my daily chart for a second, is that there's some ownership at each level. Now, when Tesla's price is down here near this support line, what I want you to know about support is that support is typically owned by the buyers. Support levels are typically owned by buyers. And the exact opposite is true with resistance levels. Resistance levels are owned by sellers. You're going to see a lot of selling near resistance and a lot of buying near support. Just say that one more time because buy support levels are owned by buyers, resistance levels are owned by sellers. So, the market can tell you what to do. They say 90% of traders fail. One reason I feel like is because traders do not like this strategy. It's not sexy enough. It's not that quick. You made $5,000 today trade, and you making $5,000 every day. But this is an absolute winning strategy because you got help. I mean, whether you're bullish or bearish. If you're bearish, bears already know, or the short sellers already know, they short into resistance levels because that's where they take over the price action for whatever investment vehicle you're looking at. But let's get a little bit ahead of myself. So with the basics that I just covered, you know what I'm saying? Let's say you was buying Tesla back in over here. What's that? March the 31st, 2017. You bought it at $288.71. You rolled that thing up because you bought it where the buyers own that territory. Hey, the market is territorial. Each stock can be very territorial. Look at that box. You just gained 31% on your money. It took 2.7 months according to the box, right? But that's still much better than any bank. That's still much better than the entire market typically does. The entire market usually grows about 10%, except for in 2018, because we might be at the end of a bullish trend or a bull market, the longest bull market in history, as a matter of fact. But you bought it then, rolled it up, you sold it because you already know that resistance areas are owned by selling and sellers. So you sold up here. Tesla fell down to this moving average beautifully. That's the 100-day exponential moving average for me. You see that the trend reverses. You get a pin bar like candle. Sometimes I'm telling you, finding this one candle alone at the bottom of bearish trends can make you a lot of money. Now, I just did that one, but I'm going to highlight another one. I'm giving all kind of game. I'm putting on. There's another one. Can't quite see it directly. I'm going to zoom into it. You got the bottom wick of this candle at the bottom of a bearish trend. Tesla had been selling off. You get the low price bought up on that particular day. Look what happens the next day. Look what happens the next day. Yeah, some selling comes in, but that's why you trade the ticker. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get back out. I think you can already see where I'm going. What in the world? I didn't mean to do all that. Duh. All right. But anyway, so I'm going to go and delete that. Just that, I mean, find that candle right there alone. That can help you out a lot, especially if it's at the bottom of a bearish trend. The trend got bearish for a quick second, bounced off this moving average. You buy it right there. Next thing you know, you're up another 20%. 30% the first time, 20% the second time. You're up 50% on your money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it took a little bit of time. But you sell near the highs because you know that resistance is owned by the bears or the sellers. You repeat that process. History repeats itself. Tesla looks to be one of those stocks that repeats the same type history. Look at that box. You're up 20% again. You sell. Hey, if it don't get all the way back up here to this high, it's close enough. It's on the top end of this range that it's bouncing in between, right? So the selling takes over again. Comes down, gives you a sign that the trend might be reversing with that pin bar candle. I'm going to delete that so I can show you some gains here. Yes, this support level was broken down, but Tesla is a solid company. Wave of the future. You know what I'm saying? Electrically powered car, autonomous car. Tesla ain't going nowhere. I was short Ford before I short Tesla. Or if I'm going to short Tesla, I'm going to short Tesla near these highs up here. So you buy that thing again down there at that low, sell it up here at that high. It took 2.5 months, but your money grew by 45%. Sold down again. You repeat that same process. Buy at this low near the support level because buyers own this level. It comes back up, another 31% added, you sell it. Because the sellers own this level, this area up here. Anywhere up in here. Sellers are going to own that area. It drops off again, comes back down here to the support where the buyers own it. You buy it again, ride the wave, up another 32%. And I mean, this finding the range bound stock might be the hardest part of this process, but I'm gonna help make it easier for you. All right, I'm right at 10 minutes. So I'm gonna come over here to FinViz, and I already done did it. Let's go home. You know what I mean? Because I done a little bit of preparation with this video. You come to finviz.com, completely free, but you got to contend with all of these ads that will be popping up. I ain't paying for it, so I'm gonna contend with the ads. You come down to here, I call it supportive resistance. On FinViz, you're gonna find it in the word channel. And if what I love about FinViz is that you come across any of these ticker symbols, put your cursor on it, and it'll show you the trend. You can do the same thing with this downward channel or this channel up. Buy at the bottom, sell near the top. The old school adage of buy low, sell high absolutely applies. But you got various different stocks that are channeling. FinViz will even put in the lines for you. But you can just click on channel, and it's going to give you stock. First, it's going to give you an ad, but then it's going to give you stock after stock that is in a channel. And I'm loving this channel right here. ALXN, which I've already put that in because I just looked it up. But you got ALXN, another one, perfect. And this one actually is at a low. You know what I'm saying? Alexion Pharmaceuticals, I might have to do some reading on them, but I love the range. I want at least 20% gain. It's already at 24% near the top of the range. Right now, this is at the bottom. Being that the market is selling like crazy, I'm going to hold a little caution because this thing might dip all the way down here. As I can see, it got as low as 97 at one point before it rallied all the way back up here to the 240 something percent. Now, you always want to do some research of your own. You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling you what to do, but if I'm going to find it, I'm going to find it. You know what I'm saying? And there it is. I'm always looking. You ain't going to find what you ain't looking for. Perfect setup. It might be slower growth. It might take this thing months to get up here. 2 months, 1 month, 4 weeks, whatever, 3 weeks. But that's gains. Much better than your bank account ever going to do for you. And Tesla, again, solid company, man. Support to resistance. It ain't as sexy as buying the breakouts, shorting some of these breakdowns. Slower strategy. I don't know why most traders don't use it, but you can make money. This is Pursuit of Freedom.